Alright, I'm going to give a quick tutorial on how you are able to complete some of the worksheets digitally, because we've never really had to do that in class. So if you go to your Progressive Mastery grid, and let's look at, for example, 2i, and you want to complete the exponents, you're going to go ahead and open that document, and it will load, or not. Oh, where'd my internet go? Let's see here. Let's refresh. Hold on one moment. Okay, so now that the internet has graciously decided to join us again, you're going to open that document, and you'll notice that it'll bring up a PDF of the document, and the way that it uploaded, it's not the correct orientation. That doesn't matter yet. So to open this with a PDF writer, you're going to go up to the top, scroll your cursor along the top portion, you'll see an open with, and if you click on that, you may have some connected apps there, you may not. The app that we're interested in is Annotate with Kami, so if you do not have that there, you're going to go down to the Connect More Apps, select that, and then type in Kami into the search apps, and it should be the very first app that comes up. I already have this linked to my Google Drive, so you'll notice here it says rate it. So if you have it, it should say that same thing. If you do not have it, it will say connect, and you'll want to connect and add that to your Google Drive. So once you have that connected, you'll go back. You may have to refresh the document if it does not show up, or maybe you'll have to close out and go back in. Regardless, once you have it, you're going to select Annotate with Kami. And it will hopefully open a little quicker than it is for me. Your session has expired. Load your device. Okay, so once it finally loads, hopefully you don't run into too many issues like I just did. Make sure your internet connection is doing well. So you'll notice that the format is still the wrong orientation. So I am going to look for, where did it go? Okay, so if you go over to the right-hand side of your screen, you'll notice that there is 3 bars on a button, the menu. If you click that and you go down to rotate clockwise and you select that, it will change your document to be in the correct orientation so that you can read it properly. Okay, so once you're here, you can go ahead and read the question, and then for identify and explain the error, when you want to write on this document, you need to select text box over here on the left, and you will choose your color. Let's see if we want purple. It's kind of my color of choice. And you can put your text box on the document and then make it the size that you need, and then you can start typing your answer, hopefully with less typos than I am doing right now. Say the error in the problem is ... and then enter to fix the error. You need to ... Okay. Then once you are done with the identifying and explaining the error, you'll go down to the correct the work. Okay, and this is where you are going to either use your finger or a stylus if you have one, and you can draw, or if you would rather create a text box and actually type in your work, that's fine too, but you can use your cursor or your finger to draw in numbers and the work that you might have. And this work is absolutely not correct. I'm just showing you what it could look like. Now obviously that's very messy, so you might prefer to choose a text box and create that here. And then similar to what you would do on the IAR, you would type in your work 3 and then up caret to the third plus 3 up caret to the 6th to show your exponents, and then you can always enter and put your work in that way. And then in the last share strategy, you can do the same thing of creating a text box and typing in your answers there. The biggest thing that you need to make sure that you're doing when you get up to when you finish putting your work in there so that you don't lose it, you need to make sure you save it or download it. So you would press the download button and then maybe Google Drive so that you can make sure that it's saved. Select the folder that you want it to go to. So you would do that if, I don't know how your Google Drive is set up, but maybe if you have an 8th grade class folder, or you could just save it to the whole drive on its own. Either way, just make sure you save it, and then you're able to submit it that way. If you do not save it and you just try to send it or you X out of it, you will lose all of the work that you did, and that is not a good use of your time. So just be sure that you are saving, and then you can submit it to me that way. If you have any problems with this, obviously email and let me know. You're always welcome to print it out and then do the work by paper and then scan it in. Or you could even just do the work on a separate sheet of paper and scan it in that way. It's definitely up to you. There's a lot of different ways that we could make it work. It's whatever works best for you. But regardless, email me if you have any questions, and good luck.